watch this.
Hey guys, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. And here you guys will be able to find out how to make your own dynamite. Now, this is part 2 actually of part 1, and I have been seeing that there's not much activity going on. Like, people are just like, okay, I don't know this guy. I am finding him helpful. I want to subscribe. I don't really want to comment. Neither do I want to share. And maybe it's my failure in that. Maybe it's my fault that I am putting out bad content to you guys. And if it is, please comment down below. I'll try to always be able to put out content that actually satisfies you. And then as well as please tell me if you actually did post it and answer the questions. And today's question is actually, what is your junk food? What is your favorite junk food to eat at a fast food? Any fast food, please answer, because this is very important to me as well as to you, because you like commenting, you like the videos, and please answer this question. And right now, we'll jump into the video of me going over how to make this dynamite animation, or how to make an enemy emit dynamite, or whatever. And let's just jump in right away. Alright, so the very first thing that we today are going to be covering is the dynamite and how we can use it. So, as it loads up, let's wait a little, and then, alright. So the first behavior that we can do, it's absolutely simple. It may be even, whatever, and it may be cool, but another thing we can do is we can add a keyboard trigger. Let's do D for dynamite, since it stands for that. And then we can add an emitter. And when we press down, we emit a dynamite. We expire objects. We don't expire objects. We choose number 5. Emit force 5. And then let's just see how it works. D. And we can just use that to explode any objects. So another trigger we can actually use is if a ground block is collides with the explosion of the dynamite, let's choose explosion of dynamite, top left, bottom right, then it destroys itself out. Very simple behavior, absolutely simple. And then after that, when we do D, weird, let's do this, explosion, let's do dynamite instead. Oh, so you kind of get the point, right? Oh, and we can also use it as a trigger. If you don't want to use it as a trigger for this, which I don't really want to use, I can use a trigger instead for my enemy. So my enemy is actually going to be destroyed if it collides with dynamite, with the dynamite itself, or we can do with the explosion. So let's try the explosion. With the explosion of the dynamite, let's do it. Weird, because it's not supposed to be that way. Once, explode, destroy, out, explosion. 2, we can do is solid. It's a rectangle. Let's do collision with it as a circle, because it looks like a circle. Boom. Yeah, so weird, because it's supposed to destroy itself out. Let's see if it works. Oh, great. Oh, or we can do, instead of collision, let's do proximity instead. So proximity of the explosion, and we can do the proximity of explosion using number 50, for example. And then we do output all objects found, and then if it's X or Y, it destroys itself out. So let's go here and let's see if it works. Yep, there we go. It worked. It's even better than the collision block. I should have done that in the first place, not the second place, right? Another behavior we can use is using an emitter that drops away from the ground. So you can do it any way you like, but I'm gonna do dynamite emitter. So I'm going to use a behavior called the transparency behavior, zero transparency behavior. That's what I personally call the behavior because that's what I familiarized it with myself. And actually, I saw this behavior on a YouTube channel. I forget the name, but there are so many videos on FlowLab, just random FlowLab. That's the thing. My channel focuses only on FlowLab, so that you understand how to do that. And then the next part you do is you do triggers. So triggers and proximity. Now, proximity will all depend on what you're using. Or how far you put the block. So if you have actually put the block way over there where I put it, you'd probably want the proximity to be higher. So let's do 50, 100, no, not 1000, which is weird because it's not supposed to be on player. I mean, it's supposed to be on player. So let's try again. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let's go back here and then let's go. Sometimes it happens, but let's choose player, circle, up all objects, so only trigger once. And then we are going to actually set it to 100. Nope, that's way too far. 200. Oh, that's way too. So you can do that, but I don't want to do that. I want to do something like 160. Nah, let's do 150. 55. Perfect. Best. That looks good. And then we're gonna start a timer, and X, Y, start is gonna be every single second. So if you put 10, it's gonna be every single second emit. Now I want it to be a little more often than that. So let's do number 7, and then we want to repeat forever. You can also not only do repeat forever, you can do the times you want it to repeat. So let's do 10 times. It only repeats itself 10 times, and then it turns off. Because the thing about this is that the timer will always start off with the player himself. So I want to do actually 5. Repeat 5. I don't want to do it repeat forever. And then we are going to emit. Now emit angle, if you know math, which you probably do, math here is actually, let me adjust that. All right. So if you know math, then 90 degrees goes down. So we want to do 90 degrees, emit force, let's do 5, don't expire objects, emit dynamite. And then do that, emit. Let's start. Okay, it's not seen. Oh, boom. Oh, boom. Oh, no. Starts emitting. One after another, one after another. Oh. Now, if you wanted for the emitter to constantly emit, you would do repeat forever. But if you don't, then you set the repeater way to that. Now, I want to make my game a little more funner and interesting to play. So let's do this. When it collides with our, no, let's do when it has a proximity of our explosion, and let's just leave it at 32. We are going, you can check that. We are going to destroy it because it's going to make even more interesting for that. And actually, I want to set it to 50. because 50 is a little more interesting. Let's go. Okay, that's shooting way too much. You may be bored. Now, what I like to do sometimes is just set these in random places, all over the place, right? And then I may even want to destroy it out so that the player won't even see where they are, right? He's like, what am I looking for? Where are they coming out of? And he won't even figure out your behaviors, which is also cool. So let's go. Oh no. Boom. So yeah, that's another behavior you can use. Now, if you know where it is, you know where to look. All right, these are the simple ways you can actually be able to use your own dynamite. It's very simple, very easy, and you don't really have to spend a lot of time. Just a couple hacks you can use for using your dynamite. Um, I hope you have liked this video. Please like it and share it and subscribe if you haven't, because you want to visit more of these videos as often as you can. And if I'm doing a bad job, please do comment below. Thank you, and I'll see you later next time. Bye.